because I didn't know you could catch like a secondhand acid trip from that. So I'm in the bathroom and the walls are like fucking breathing, and it took me forever to pass out. Finally, I wake up like next to the toilet the next morning, and I go out into the front room, and he's laying on the couch watching Maury Povich like nothing happened, and he looks up at me and he goes, "I was on acid. How can you take advantage of me like that?" But I am happy to report that I met this girl just yesterday, and I'm terrible with names, but she said, "Oh, my name's Belinda, but just call me B." And I knew right then, because I'm terrible with names, that was the woman I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Watching Netflix, waiting for home to get home from work. Well, with, like a kitten and a really nice living room with some weed. That's my dream, really. A lot of people think I'm just a fuckboy, but I just want, like, one person's awesome living room to spend the rest of my life in. But, so we hung out and we chilled, we hit it off, it went really well, and then I walked her to her car afterwards, and she was getting ready to walk to her car, and I said, "Come here, give me a hug." And she gave me a hug, and then she was like, "Oh, that's all you want?" And I was like, "Can I have a kiss?" And she was like, "Okay." And then she was like, "Just because I kissed you don't mean that I'm your girlfriend." And I was like, "Can I finger you?" I'm not her boyfriend yet, but... Because we were in a school zone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Prince Andrew Alexander, and you guys have been really tolerant of my acid trip.
That was great.
Thank you, Xander. Again, we have a public announcement. In the event of a true emergency, be told how to kiss or ask goodbye and be quiet. This is not a real emergency. It's just comedy. Sometimes the crowd is noisy, but isn't next week heckling week? Yes, if you know how to heckle, but don't want to be a comedian, come next week. Sometimes comedians need heckling. Sometimes we get roasted without knowing it by the hosts that run this thing, but that's always fun. Where's Otis tonight? He keeps avoiding that fight.
He's going to be here 2 weeks.
Yeah. Our puppet asked if I wanted to see a woodpecker. And we have this feud going. Anyway. So earlier tonight, I was trying to talk to this woman. It's like I'm single again because you didn't hear the story, but I had to break up with my woman here to go be with my son and his mom. The woman here said, "Work it out with your wife," but they heard it already. They didn't. But it led up to talking to this new woman, and she's like, "Are you trying to mac on me?" And I'm like, "I don't know what that means." She's like, "You're more mac and cheese." I still don't understand. What does that mean? The younger generation gets it. I asked if she wanted bacon. I lost. I see a New York hat in the back. Are you just wearing the hat or actually from New York? Or don't realize you're wearing a New York? All right, the Bronx. See, the Bronx. Nobody knows it. You can't say Bronx. And nobody knows why unless you look it up or you know. It was owned by a family. It was a farm. It was the Bronx family. So the whole area turned into the Bronx. It's the only one that starts with the, or the. It's really the Bronx. It's not the. Being from New York. So, being in Colorado for 2 years, it didn't take me long to realize that you put ranch dressing on everything. I mean, everything. And mustard on a burger. Every time I go to a fast food place, I have to remember not to get the mustard. I'm sorry, I don't like mustard on my burgers. We do have more performers. I don't want to take up too much time. I even have a poem I've never read. I may never read it. There is a unisex bathroom. I used to think it was the one-sex bathroom. It was really confusing. It is in between the men and women, so it's like potluck. Wait, no, Pueblo's potluck. Again, hold the mic closer to your mouth, Steve. Okay, where is our next comedian? He's here. I thought he was outside. He didn't get shy. Are you ready for Royal to rumble?
Yeah.
All right, then Royal, come on down. You're the next contestant.
Price is wrong, Bobby.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
My name is Royal, and that's right. It sucks having this name because of one reason and one reason only. Everybody that I introduce myself to automatically thinks I'm black. I don't know why they get that impression, but damn. I can't tell you how many white girls I've let down from that, but it is, a great track record to have. I guess I like, other cultures. Pueblo's pretty interesting because I was walking down a couple of weeks ago down here to do a set, and I noticed all these little kids out in this corner building, and it looked like it was lights out. There was nobody else there, no cars, no nothing. They're just over there like dancing in skirts and shit. Now, I thought I saw everything in Pueblo, but I know a cult when I see one. And I know, that was probably either the moment that they're going to get ready to drink the juice or, little girl probably on the tray, like, who wants one? It's also interesting, too, because I noticed that, a lot of people that now weed's legal, how come everybody's still choosing to do meth out here? What the fuck's up with that? I mean, I can't tell you how sick and tired I am of driving down the street and playing the real version of Rocker. Anybody ever come to a red light with one of them? Rev your engine a little bit just to see what they would do? Yeah. Just honk your horn and wake that fucker up real quick. Where you at, bro? Anybody ever ask directions from anybody down here? No? I mean, granted that you guys have the largest amount of bars per capita, but now that you have all these dispensaries popping up, you guys are so fucking crossfaded that even the weather's jacked the fuck up. I mean, I literally asked this dude for directions one time, and he was so messed up he didn't even know where he was. I was like, dude, which way are you going? Which way do I go? Get the fuck out of here. He's just like, okay. Like, really, dude? Anybody have kids out here? Yeah? Anybody that says they only want to kill their kids is a goddamn liar. Those fuckers bumped the shit out of me. I have two of them. I have a 10-year-old and I have a 4-year-old. And it's interesting. I mean, when I go to express my emotions to my 4-year-old, like the other day I was over there and we went to the store and I told her, like, hey, baby girl, I love you. She just looks at me and she goes, no, that's okay. That's cool, man. Fuck you too, I won't buy you that damn lollipop. No! Oh. No, they're great. I mean, they just want to fucking pretty much have your soul. I thought my ex-wife was bad, but then I had a kid and I was like, whoa! It's different. It's just a smaller little life form. I remember when my son was born, and he was crawling on the floor, and I wasn't used to having kids at that point still. I was walking and running, and then I was like, oh shit. His mom comes in. What the fuck? I would love to teach my kid about a lot of things, but a lot of things unfortunately are not good in the eyes of the court. I figured, I can at least try. But where do you learn to draw the line at when you're teaching your kids about certain things? I know sex is one of them, but my kid is like my 10-year-old. He's fucking smart, and the other day he was teaching me about like some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Apparently he was just already on Google looking it up, but I was like, dude, what the hell, man? I didn't know you knew that. Apparently he found out all about like butt sex and shit, and I was like talking to him, and I was like, dude. No, check it out. I was asking, well, what do you think about it? He was like, it's different. It's not what I would think. I told him, but what's great about butt sex is you can find out a lot about the person. For example, you're there, you're having a great time, you're like, aww, she likes butterflies. She probably still lives at home. She's a one-nighter. Dude, rape in the world is like getting out of control. Would you agree? I mean, it's almost comical at most times, but at this point, I would like to fucking be the one that goes out there and sponsor to like be against it. I go out there, get a girl, go home with her, like, make her think, it's possible. As soon as she passes out, I'll pull her stuff down, right, no means no. And I'll be smart, I'll put it in a permanent marker, come on. And I'll send her right back out into the world. Believe it or not, that's how I met your mother. Oh man. So, I found out, anybody like really from here, like from this town and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you know about like all the fucking fireworks that are constantly shot off?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not just like for holidays, this is year round. I found out why they do that. Me and my friends were, we got dropped off at my place the other night. And across the street at Walgreens, there were these crackheads and shit just sitting there. And all of a sudden, all we see is like, like, holy shit, what the fuck? I figured out that, truth be told, they do that because they were like, oh dude, we're out of sparkage, what do we do? Dude, signal for help. God damn. Sparking, dude. Great seeing that shit. Oh man, you guys are loving me tonight. What's up? So the weird thing about me is that I was talking to a showgirl one time, and I was asking her like, what do you think I would be worth? An awkward question. But then I started to imagine myself actually being like performing, stripping on the pool and shit. I don't have the body, as you can tell. This is, heaviness enough to mask what you can't see. But overall, you can see the turkey arms and the neck and whatnot, and realize this guy's really scrawny looking. I can just imagine my scrawny ass running up on down on stage and looking like a dried out tomato or some shit. I wouldn't be making any bucks at all. But I also was interested about extreme surgeries. And for me, I'm a bartender, so I would like to get the extreme surgery of having a vagina fucking under my armpit. Would be the best fucking place to have one, because the reason is because it would, one, be beneficial for my tips. It would feel good, and I would get the idea of where the missing clitoris really is. Slide that bill in, bitch. But if I hate someone and someone rubs me the wrong way, I can just aim that shit and shoot that shit right back at him. Anyways, what else can I talk about? Oh my god, so from social media to TV commercials, even in sponsorships, sex sells, right? Sex sells everything. So then why can't I sell myself? Why can't I go out there and get sex? I have the money. If I want it, they want it. Here you go. Oh, come on, you guys are going to have to laugh at that a lot harder than that. You ever heard the one where I was on drugs? I still am, but I used to be too? I don't know. Someone told me one time how the Camel cigarettes were actually to be the Camel cigarettes. They told me it was two old ladies sitting at a bus stop, and one just decided to put one over her cigarette. The other one looked at her with the strange confusion, asking, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, well, I want to finish the rest of my cigarette without it getting wet. She's like, wow, that's a great idea. Let me go do that. She runs across to get to the fucking 7-Eleven. She goes in and looking at all this shit. This poor employee comes up and looks at her. He's like, what the fuck, dude? Can I help you? She's like, yeah, I need a condom. He's like, well, do you know the size? She's like, well, it's got to fit a camel. Y'all sucking camel dick, dude. I used to think menthols were racist for a reason, but then now I start liking them because I figured, well, actually I learned that it actually increases your high. Yeah. If you actually smoke a bowl and then light up a menthol, whoa, the brain cells are killed. Anyways, I'm gonna finish out with my last joke. So again, about my body, I'm great for a lot of things. For example, you can take me to a parade or concert and hop up on there, look at me, I'm like a giraffe. I can look over anything. Not to mention, with a body like mine, I can slip in or out of anything, ladies. And the cops would never catch me. The only sucky thing I have against me is I can't jump because of my race. It sucks, but I can swim. Can I use that one? No one? Anyways, you people have been great tonight. My name is Royal, and you have a great and wonderful rest of your day. Who do I give this to?
And I'm from behind the fellow pepper. There's no women back there. But if all the women I ever knew were in this bar right now, this place would be packed and be really fucking interesting. But on another note, thank you, Royal. I thought someone was going to get rumbled and stuff. We do have some different stuff tonight. Our next comedian will be up in a minute. No, that's a Colorado cigarette. I did want to read a poem of my own because I hear we're going to have spoken word. You know, there's a lot of depression going around. I say fuck depression. I'll do anything to just get rid of it. But I thought I lost everything I had. I thought I messed up real bad. The last branch broke, you know, the one of hope. Now I'm falling through space with a dumb look on my face. Surrounded by my own space. Not a trace of sanity left in my head. No, I don't want to be dead. But feel like it. Shit, don't worry. We all got enough of our own. Sorry, I brought more home. Alone, maybe I'll find myself, feel myself, sense of myself, make peace with myself. Then who am I? What am I? Where am I? I feel so alone most times. All I want to do is not overthink everything to the extreme, and my love seems completely obscene. And extended, been given away, ripped at the seams. Others whom I end up hurting in so many ways. It's not intended, but the pain still remains. The repercussions ring in my head and seep into my heart every day. I live one more day to seek my joy and bring others happiness. I always said to someone that wanted to commit suicide, what if you did and you get there and all your same problems are still right there? Think about that. Anyway, gotta bring people down and bring them back up sometimes. That's why I moved to Colorado. It wasn't for the marijuana, although I did hope to meet marijuana, and I did, and all she wanted to do was get high, and it got really fucking boring. So we broke up. But I actually moved here for the elevation. Same thing, I could get high all the time. Rocky Mountain High State, I'm from sea level. I mean, it's crazy. I'm going to bring up our next comedian. I wanted to do that poem to kind of soften you in for whatever's going to happen in a few minutes. Apex from the hood. I don't know what to call it. Just call him. I don't know what you go by. Just Apex. He's at the height of wherever he's at.
Yeah, I'm from the hood, up the west, in the Podunk. Good evening, Pueblo, Colorado. Yeah. That's it? This is Pueblo. We're all fucked up in this bitch. What's up, Pueblo, Colorado? Not me. I actually got arrested. I love my wife. She bailed me out. I'm the only person that got a ticket, got arrested for a DUI. I didn't know you can get a DUI for riding a horse. Oh, that ain't it. Y'all laughing way too early. Bad news is I also got an indecent exposure ticket and fucking in public. The horse was my ex. So on that day I had a really, really, really bad day. I got a ticket, I got arrested. I'm pretty sure I had to wear the turtle suit, and I got hit with divorce papers because my wife found out that I was riding a horse of an ex. Like I said, we're from Pueblo West. This shit's normal. I think I'm related to myself. Everybody out there is related to somebody. You walk down the street, look at the chick, hey, how you doing? She goes, hi, what's your last name? Same as yours. Bye. You fuck one of them girls that coming out with like 8 fingers and look like me. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, I realized that city boys don't belong in the mountains.